Hey everyone, Akshay here and welcome back to Ready Quick Tips. In this video, I'll be going over how you can use classes. So first, let's make a simple platformer scene. Let's drag in the gray ground from platforms, our main character Gaia, and an AHA flower. Let's close out of the resources. Let's make the ground big to fit the screen, move it to the bottom. Let's move Gaia to the left and have the flower on the right. So what we want to make is a scene where Gaia can move around and collect these AHA flowers. So let's give Gaia the ability to move around by adding a behavior, control pad. With this behavior, you can press play and move Gaia around. However, Gaia is still not collecting these AHA flowers. To do this, we can go into the event manager and say when Gaia senses is touching object AHA flower, the AHA flower appearance set hidden is set to yes. If we press done, press play, we can see that whenever we touch the AHA flower, it is set to hidden. Awesome. But we're not only going to have one flower in this platformer, we'll have multiple. So let's make a few copies and move these over to the right. If we press play, you can see that all of these flowers will be collectible. However, if we go into the event manager, you can see that there are duplicate events created for the copied flowers. And we're not only going to have 3 flowers in our scene, we're going to have multiple. So in that case, this is not really what we want. We want to be able to do this with only one event. So let's delete these events for now. What we want to do instead is implement classes. So let's delete these 2 extra flowers, go into our original flower, and at the bottom left, you'll see the classes icon. Click on classes, and let's create a new class called flower. Once you create this new class, the object you created with will be automatically added to that class. Now let's create copies of this flower. If you go into classes, you'll see that these copies are already in the flower class. And that's because we created these copies after we put the original in the flower class. If you already had these objects, you would need to go in and add them to the flower class manually. So now once we have them in the flower class, if you go into the event manager and choose an object, you'll see a new box has appeared, the flower class. This is any in the flower class. So if any flower in the flower class senses is touching Gaia, or we can do it the other way around. If Gaia is sensing it is touching any flower in the flower class, we can have the affected flower from class flower. So this is the flower that Gaia touches, the appearance of that flower set to hidden yes. So with one event, let's see if we can get working what we had with 3. Let's press done, press play, and we can see as we move right that we collect each of these 3 flowers. Awesome. But one thing to note when using classes is that their behaviors and effects will be shared. So for example, if we add the behavior, let's say drag, to these flowers, or to the first flower, we'll see that not only is the first flower draggable, but the second and third are as well. Next, the effects are shared as well. So if you add the effects fire, all of them will have the fire effect. So you might want to keep that in mind when implementing classes in your own project. So like this, classes are really helpful. They can help you make any object share characteristics, for example in the event manager, or behaviors and effects. So this can be helpful for things like coins and platformers, bullets, bricks, or enemies. So that's it for classes. Let me know in the comments below how you plan to use classes in your own project. Be sure to follow us for more videos like this one, and I'll see you in the next video.